No mai, haere mai. Welcome to 3 News. Te Pāti Māori co-leader Rawiri Waititi says he backs President John Tamihere's call for 2 of their MPs to do the honourable thing and resign. Tamihere responded to a petition to have him removed by calling in a Facebook post for Mariameno Kapa-Kingi and Tākuta Ferris to leave the party. And Waititi today said he supports all the sentiment laid out by Tamihere in his post. Lloyd Burr reports.
Chasing after the man presiding over a party that's tearing itself apart. John Tamihere escaping to the safety of a car park, bringing the garage door down on journalists as he tries to bring the curtain down on 2 of his rogue MPs. After hugging his daughter, Kiri Tamihere Waititi, the wife of Te Pāti Māori co-leader Rawiri Waititi, they fled to an apartment upstairs. Party staff were dispatched to check if media was still waiting, which they were, leaving Waititi with no choice but to walk to Parliament with his entourage in tow to finally answer some questions.
Do you have the numbers to stay on as leader?
It appears so. So we've had 5 of the 7 electorates vote in confidence of the President and the 2 co-leaders.
The 2 who don't have confidence in the current leadership are Te Tai Tokero's Mariameno Kapa-Kingi, who was awkwardly yet defiantly sitting with them in Parliament today, and Te Tai Tonga's Tākuta Ferris, who took the day off. In a Facebook post yesterday, Tamihere alleged the pair tried to launch a coup for the co-leadership 4 months ago.
Debbie, what do you make of this attempted coup against you by Mariameno?
Look, I'm more focused on what we need to do, which is straighten up our waka, get our soldiers ready for the biggest battle we're ever going to have in 2026. That has to be our priority.
I support all the sentiments laid out by John Tamihere in his post.
It included a plea for Kapa-Kingi and Ferris to do the honourable thing and resign from the party. But the co-leaders aren't thirsty to use the waka-jumping law to kick them out of Parliament altogether.
They are MPs of those particular electorates. Their electorates will decide whether they stay in the House or not come 2026.
If waka-jumping is invoked, though, and there is a by-election in Te Tai Tokero, Labour's ready to go with Willow Jean Prime.
If there's a by-election, she'll be the candidate.
While it might be good for Labour in that respect, it's not when it comes to needing Te Pāti Māori to form a government.
Have you chosen to rule out Te Pāti Māori yet?
Not today, Lloyd.
Chris Hipkins has got a big problem because mathematically you're not going to get Chris Hipkins Prime Minister without those guys pulling the strings.
I don't really have a lot of time in my head and my brain to be focused on what Te Pāti Māori does.
But some of Tamapōtaka's coalition colleagues did.
Honourable Shane Jones.
On the matter of statements and actions, is the Prime Minister aware that the term wehe wehe kahinga means splits and divisions lead both to doom and a political tomb?
A political tomb is what Te Pāti Māori's desperately trying to avoid, and the Iwi Leaders Forum too, which will meet this evening for a last-ditch bid at reconciliation.
We are and have been credible leaders for 5 years now. We have put our hearts and our commitment on the line, and we've always said we'll be judged by what it is that we've done.
2 out of the caucus of 6 not liking what they've done, opting for political warfare instead, which is now at a stalemate, waiting for someone to make the next move.
Kia ora, Lloyd. Unusually, before today, we hadn't heard from Te Pāti Māori's leaders for quite some time.
Yeah, well, this is the first time in 27 days that Rawiri Waititi and Ngarewa-Packer actually spoke to the media. They came across what we call the tiles, and they actually fronted. The last time they did this was when the Te Pāti Māori had their big reset, their failed reset, in which they came out and they spoke to us for 3 minutes and 43 seconds before storming off after a question that they didn't like. So what's changed? Who knows? Maybe it's the fact that they see the value in talking to journalists and talking to the media and getting their message out via the media. As for Mariameno Kapa-Kingi, we haven't seen her at all today, apart from in the House. We've been staking out most of the entrances to Parliament for most of the morning. Didn't see her come in. We didn't see her go around the Parliament, and she hasn't spoken to the media. As for Tākuta Ferris, well, we haven't seen him at all in Wellington. He wasn't in the debating chamber today. Who knows where in the country he is.
Lloyd, you mentioned there a meeting with iwi leaders. What's happening with that?
Yeah, that's just wound up. It started at 4 p.m. and I'm just looking out over there and I can see our reporter Glenn McConnell speaking with Baden Barber. He's the chair of Ngāti Kahungunu and he was the sole peace broker who was chosen by the iwi chairs to go in and talk to the co-leaders and talk to the president to try and sort this out. So I can see Glenn having a chat with him now, and it'll be interesting to see what happened. But this is a wound that's been festering for a long time, so there will not be an easy fix. There's either going to be some tough medicine to swallow, or there may well be some amputations.
Lloyd Burr there live from Parliament in Nagrewa-Packer.